If you're looking for a unique style to add to your AI image generations, then check out the 10 styles I'm going to share with you today. These were all generated using Midjourney version 8.1, but you can try them on any AI art platform. Just add these phrases to the end of your prompt, separated by a comma. Now, the first style is coat of arms design. So it's a little bit self-explanatory. We got a coat of arms style design, but we apply our subject to it, and it kind of designs the coat of arms around that subject. You see it does a great job with the Statue of Liberty and Superman here. I love the way it's got the Superman symbol and those classical features like the wings. With Optimus Prime, goes a little bit more full on with him posing in that coat of arms. You get a good variety. I really love the way the Terminator one has that really just kind of like silver and red aesthetic. It tends to tailor a lot of the colors and a lot of the elements to that character. Now, I really love this samurai one as well because I didn't expect to get much out of the samurai, but as expected, you would get the green going with the Hulk there. So this could be a lot of fun, especially if you've got something you want to try that's a little bit different. And I love the way it's sort of popped the lion's face in the middle of the shield of this one here, which is pretty cool. Then we have, in the style of Egon, Schiele, who was an artist about 100 years ago. He died pretty young, but had a pretty recognizable style. And I don't know if it really nailed it, but it's pretty good, pretty close. The way it takes the character design and changes the proportions, even some of the nature of the character looks a little bit different from image to image. Even the way this dog is drawn, it always has that kind of rough painted style, but with those proportions. As you can see, like Darth Maul here, his head's a little bit thinner, looks a little taller. Superman, even the way his hair, the look on his face, everything is just a little bit different, a little bit more reminiscent of Egon's work. So you can start to see how you can have a lot of fun. If this is an artist who you like, you can easily pop that at the end of your prompt. And even the way it's got the Terminator here sitting in a completely different pose is really, really cool. It had less of an impact on the samurai here, but some of the coloring in the background, you can see where those elements creep through. Next, we have inspired by Fudo, Myoo, who is kind of like a Buddhist garden deity and has some very, very awesome visual styles sort of mixed in a lot of the imagery. You can see the cape. We get a lot of very cool sort of like, not so much with the Hulk here, but we quite often get like capes, robes, lots of flames and smoke, and a really different ornate sort of like look to the characters. As you see here, the Terminator here looks totally awesome, very different than usual. And the woman's face, the way it's kind of mixed up and done that half mask, the way that actually looks almost like it's a 3D render is a little bit unique, but it just has a really nice transformative style on all of your characters, really leaning into the style of Fudo Myoo. And I love the way it's changed the nature of some of these characters, changed just the way it has those elements is just a lot of fun. And with the dog, the family dog, it has this really mean, cool look, but still has a dog and a man sitting in front of it. So there's not much more I can say. If you just take a look at these images, you'll see it's such a transformative style, so have a play. Otherwise, we have bold Linocut print style. This is a very visual print style that has like very solid colors and can look a little bit worn after time, as you can see with this image here, but very, very consistent style, as most of the images have a couple of solid colors mixed in, very clean, sharp edges, and sometimes a little bit of texturing done with those colors, as you can see with the line work around Batman here. So if you like this kind of image style, this is a great way to, it doesn't transform the subject itself, just how the subject is kind of presented. So this one could be a lot of fun if you want that particular look or style in your images. You can also dictate colors with it as well, if that's something you're also after. Now, if you want some truly unique styles, don't forget to check out my mood board pack. Over 100 mood boards you can add to your images. But also, check out my Midjourney style pack. Over 1,000 styles you can apply to your Midjourney prompts to get some pretty stunning images. Links to both are in the description below. But next, we're going to another artist, which is William Dobell with Portrait by William Dobell. He was basically Australia's most famous portrait artist, had a very particular style, and as you can see by the transformative nature again of these images, we get the paint, we get the change in kind of like the proportions. But to give you an idea, he actually won the Archibald art show close to 100 years ago, not quite, and it was a massive lawsuit because his images looked very different to how his models looked in real life, and therefore there was a lot of argument as to what a portrait actually meant. So this was a really, really interesting thing to read about, and you can see that the style, the transformative effect, and the difference from image to image can really be clearly seen here, the way it transforms facial features and changes people just like he did with his portraits. So I think it does a great job of creating things that are very unique, like with the samurai here, or even with the Statue of Liberty. Very different looking image, but very fun, very unique looking style. But now we have as a collectible postage stamp. So this one was a bit of fun. Just thought we would see what happened if it tried to design a stamp with a certain character or a certain prompt. And it does a pretty good job. It actually adds the stamp in most instances, usually flat. Sometimes it can be sort of on an angle or even zoomed out, much like this Hulk one here. But the design is pretty solid. I think it works pretty well. And I think it does a good job of just adding a little bit of a different style to the images in order to fit it into that stamp format. I love the way that Darth Maul's a little bit more sort of illustrated here, and the way the Statue of Liberty looks more, kind of a bit more old school in the way it was designed and printed. So have a play with that if you like some of these stamp designs and how they've turned out. I think it can really transform a lot of the images you're creating. And also now we have as poorly 3D printed statue. So the idea of a 3D printed statue that's been printed poorly didn't quite get the result I was after, but I definitely got a good effect. We either get like a nice statue effect, usually like a miniature statue, and some of these look more like solid metal, but every so often you do get that actual 3D printed material look. So it is a bit hit and miss. The statue side of it is very consistent. The sort of material side of it isn't. And you see this one does look pretty poor. It looks pretty sort of rough and cracked, but this can be one worth playing with if you wanted to get an idea of how something could look or a design could look as a printed statue. So just something for a bit of fun. Have a play with it and see what you think. Now, moving back to a popular design from when Midjourney first came out, which is tarot cards, I went with Evil Fluorescent tarot card design, and I love what it's done with these images. The way it makes the characters look kind of dark, evil, usually with some kind of glowing eyes. This dog looks incredibly evil, and the sort of very intricate design patterns around the actual imagery is just really, really fun and cool. And if you like this kind of imagery, I can see why it could be very addictive to pump out some more of these designs. I like the way Batman's a little bit more difficult to see here. I love the pose and the symmetry of this image of Darth Vader, and just the way it sort of chooses what to add. Now, this one of Mickey Mouse is a little bit more unique. It still has the framework, but it looks a little bit different than the others, but still pretty cool. I think that this is another one that if you really appreciate that cool, dark kind of style, something a bit more modern looking, despite the fact tarot cards aren't exactly modern, this one could be a lot of fun to play with. But the next style is more of an effect, which is the high contrast black and white photocopy. Again, this one is less transformative on the subject itself and has more to do with how it is presented. So obviously it's black and white, has that kind of corroded photocopy look. So sometimes this could be great if you want to create like some really creepy looking imagery, or you just want something to look like it's old and printed. This is definitely a great effect to add in with your prompts if you want to sort of add that into your generations. I like the way it's got the crinkles here on the Superman image, and just the way, even the lighting here, the high contrast lighting. So there is some change to the actual illustration style. Like I said, not the subject, but so the effect also tends to run with a little bit of a change in style as well. And I love the scratchiness it has here with the Terminator, so you can sort of see what you get with this phrase. Now, in the style of Tarsila, I was aiming for a particular artist here, and it has a very different look and a very unique style applied to it, but I don't know if these really kind of align with her style 100%, but you do get some interesting results. Perhaps a different image model other than Midjourney could be best, but I did find that the images I got all had a very consistent style applied to them, not quite in line, but I do think there is some similarity there. You can see, though, what kind of images you get from this artist's name. Quite often you get like some shapes and a very kind of interpretive sort of use of those shapes to sort of present your subject. So if you like the look of the images you see here and the way it handles your subject, especially Superman here, in the way that it kind of compiles all those shapes into the image, definitely have a play with this one and see what you think. But before we move on, I have another bonus style on this one, which was the early 2000s trance cover aesthetic, a little bit more like an album cover. This is, as it says, a bit of an aesthetic, not really a very sort of very in-your-face style, but you can start to see just the subtle effect that it has. This one's a little bit different here with Batman, but the way it adds in certain colors, there's a certain vibe, a certain mood. I thought that these images turned out really well. I just didn't think it was as obvious as a style, so I thought I'd include it as the bonus style this week. But if you like the vibe of the images you see here, like that kind of dark, has that album cover look to it, like something you would have seen on a shelf on a CD sort of many years ago, if you're old enough to remember that, you can see that it just has a really nifty vibe and effect to it. So I really appreciated what it did here, especially the colors are very kind of vaporwave colors. And the samurai here, I love what it's done with the sun and Mount Fuji. And probably one of my favorites is this last one here of Mickey Mouse. Just really cool. Looks like an album cover, kind of a mix of retro and that sort of 2000s vibe. But otherwise, that's the video for today, guys, and I hope you found it useful. If you did, please consider giving the video a like. Otherwise, hope to see you again soon. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.